La-di-da-di-do. Let me check my volume, guys. My volume is good. All right, how's everyone doing today? I'm doing well. Thank you for asking. The Body Beat down here on this Hump Day morning. I thought, why not do a live stream spin class and chat about some things. Who knows what we'll chat about? And see, I got someone popping in already, and I'll get with the comments in just a moment. So again, hope everybody's doing well. I'm doing well. Thank you for asking. Body Beat down here, Michael, on this Hump Day, and we'll try to find some things to chat about and all that good stuff. Might need to tighten that handle up a little bit. I've been using this bike every day for like 3-4 years now, however long it's been. So it's been a good bike. You got gym in your house? Yes, sir. I got a gym in my house. How you doing today? So we're gonna get this started here in hopes that this computer will stay turned on. I spend 30 minutes every day. I don't do crazy spins. I don't do anything crazy. I just try to keep a steady pace and do my thing. So hopefully the audio's doing well. Hopefully the live stream will do well. I just rebooted the modem and router, and hopefully it will be okay. Hey Eric, how you doing? Nice to see you. Don't really have anything planned to chat about. It's just I'm hoping that I'll come up with something. This was very spur of the moment. I just said, no, let's live stream. So I threw everything together, microphone, module thing, and all this kind of stuff. Set it all up, and here we go. So, anyway, a nice little hump day morning spin. Again, I do this 5 days a week, 30 minutes every time. I was debating on either spinning this morning or going for a walk first, but I don't know what I'll do. Yeah, I do. I'll go ahead and spin, and we'll chat. So, what's up, Sheiky? How you doing? Good work with the sandbag. So I hope everybody is having a good start to their hump day morning. And whether you're out there planting Christmas trees or being a nurse or driving a forklift or driving a school bus or, I don't know, doing whatever it is that you do, hope everybody has a good day and the day treats you well. Does the audio sound okay, everyone? How can I earn a mod? Well, I don't really do mods all that much. I don't see too much of a reason because I don't have too many trolls or anything anymore. And sounds great. All right, good. Thank you. Eric, I know I watched some of your, I think it was a live stream yesterday. I watched some of that where you were using a microphone, and it didn't sound as good as your normal audio, like coming from your phone. And that's not a dig. You know, I'm not trying to be mean, but a lot of it was kind of cutting out and stuff. And it could have been on my end. Maybe it was just my connection or something, but it sounded like the audio was a little hit and miss for you. Head into work. Well, I appreciate that, Sheiky. Hope you have a good day. And be good out there, and I'll be looking for your food pictures later. Maybe some exercise video later or something. So let me put my phone down for a minute so I can think of something to talk about. Let me get like a sip of water here, guys. A sip. Sippy. So, as you can tell, I'm trying to incorporate new and, my opinion, better things into my channel as far as my fitness program goes. A lot of you know my issues with my right shoulder and my right wrist, so we won't go too far into that. It's just they're bad. So I'm kind of having to lay off my bench pressing, and I did bench press this past Monday, but even that light bench pressing was aggravating me a little bit, and I don't know if I'm just going to lay off of it for a couple of months or 6 months or forever. I don't know, but it's not worth it to me anymore to be in pain. We got to learn how we have limits, and we got to kind of think smart, you know. I know we don't like to do that sometimes, but sometimes we got to change things up for the better. Okay. All right, yeah, that's kind of what I thought, Eric, but I didn't want to say anything because I didn't want to come off too rude or anything, because, you know, some people care, some people don't care, and you might have been okay with it or not, so I didn't want to come off as too, you know, forward or anything. But, yeah, I don't know what kind of setup you got going on, but I got this microphone here and the stand and the little module thing that it plugs into. Then it plugs into my computer, and I use OBS Studio, which can be quite difficult to get going sometimes, but at the same time, I think we overcomplicate it, and it's not too bad. You can look at tutorials and stuff on YouTube and kind of figure it out, but I think this little setup that I have here sounds pretty decent. This is one of those microphones you got to really talk directly into it. It doesn't pick up like all over the place. You got to kind of, you know, speak into it. All right, I appreciate that. Same with me. If there's something, you know, that I might that didn't sound right or look right or something, other than my crazy face, I can't do nothing about that. Just let me know. So, yeah, this whole little setup here, the mic, the stand, the little module thing, whatever you want to call those things, that was gifted to me by Last Chance Knives, or that was his channel's name. I think he changed it, and I can never remember the new name, but LCK Strength Training is the same guy. He has 2 channels. His name is Ken, and he gifted me that stuff to use with my drumming to make my audio, hopefully make my audio a little better, because anytime that I was using my web camera for the audio, or using my phone, or trying to use my little action camera or something like that, the audio just always was distorted or didn't sound right, or overpowering or underpowering or whatever. So this microphone here helps out pretty good bit with that. So, hey John, how you doing? This is just kind of a random live stream. Thought I'd get going here. Usually when I'm spinning on the bike, I'm watching some sort of program or messing on my phone or what have you. So I thought, well, let's do a live stream and catch up with some people if they pop in. And everyone that does pop in, I do appreciate you popping in and giving me a little bit of time. And I appreciate it. 12-hour shift. Yeah, that's no fun. No fun at all. So, as I was kind of speaking on just a minute ago about my kind of fitness routine that I'm doing these days, of course, a lot of the stuff is the same that I've been doing, but then I'm trying to kind of mix things up just a little bit with a couple of things, and plus add in some new things. And I think that's the recipe for sticking with a fitness program. Pardon me. With sticking with a fitness program is trying to keep things different and do, some different stuff, and try to make things somewhat exciting and new. And hopefully you get to experience new things along with me. And maybe you take some of the stuff I'm doing and run with it and do it as well. I know that, I'm getting ideas from other channels, and saying, hey, I need to maybe try that, or maybe I need to try something different, or, just something. Because, like I mentioned, I think yesterday maybe, either yesterday or Monday, I don't remember, but I mentioned how, we can only do those same 3 or 4 movements, so many times, and it kind of can get boring for us, and it can definitely get boring for the viewers. A lot of us out here are not big, beautiful, young fitness models that capture the world with our sexy smiles and, magazine builds, magazine quality, stage ready physiques, and be it female or male, whichever. A lot of us are just normal people out here trying to do our thing, and it's kind of hard to build a community on that and keep it engaging. So, we can only bench press, deadlift, squat, and shoulder press so many times. And generally speaking, anything else that we do usually don't get a ton of views or a ton of interest, because, not many people care about curls and tricep work and different things like that. Most people only care about those, few lifts. So there has to be a point where we do something else. Not just for the viewers and to keep people interested, but for ourselves, like I said. So, and I gotta say, I'm finally feeling just a little bit better. I mean, I'm still overweight. I'm gonna always be a heavier guy. It's just, my body just holds the weight. But I feel a little bit better some days. Some days I feel better. Some days I feel 53 and 280 pounds. And some days I feel maybe 52 and 260 pounds. If I said that right. So, anyway. And you'll notice if you watch my video from yesterday, where I do some jump ropes, jump ropes, the jumping of the ropes. You'll notice that I'm getting a little better, and I'm not completely dying and feeling like I'm, completely out of breath. And I've noticed that the last couple of times or so that I've done the jump rope, that it's slowly progressing a little bit. Now, I'm not trying to jump rope for 5 or 10 minutes straight or nothing. I'm just wanting to be able to do little segments and, feel like I'm doing okay. So, that's the whole thing. You want to progress a little bit in what you're doing. And adding in things like the jump rope and the tire workouts and stuff like that. It's really helped me to kind of break out of that standard typical, gym minded routine a little bit. And finally being comfortable with the term fitness, I guess that's a weird way of putting it, maybe. But, a lot of times we forget that fitness means literally overall body fitness and mental fitness. And it's not just those few movements and get out of the gym and do it again another day. It's overall, lots of things out there we can do, and that's what I'm trying to remember. I've mentioned it before and talked about how when we were kids, when we were kids, we weren't, in the gym. We were running around, climbing monkey bars and swinging on them and swinging on swings and climbing up poles and ropes and running and chasing and rolling on the ground and, riding our bicycles and doing all kind of stuff. And then slowly over time, we stop doing all that and we end up either not doing much of anything, or we end up doing like your normal everyday gym life. And we need to have those childlike workouts as well. I'll call them childlike workouts because I don't know, that's just what I'm saying. But we got to be able to move. Especially when you start getting older, movement becomes priority. If you fall on the ground, you want to be able to pick yourself up. Or if you want to go out and play with your kids or your grandkids, you want to be able to do that. And, so it's kind of just where I'm at with things now. And let me check the comments. True. So again, I do appreciate people popping in and out. I appreciate it. But I'm trying to keep up with comments. And hope everybody's having a good day again. And I kind of forgot where I was, but anyway. Oh, in the beginning, of course, I have mentioned before a few times that in the beginning when I started working out again, in like January-ish of 2021, I initially started out wanting to do a lot of these different things. And it just didn't happen that way. I fell right back into the groove of your standard, typical, everyday gym workouts. And it's been that way, since, until I started adding in, the heavy bag, started adding in jumping jacks or a random burpee session, which are horrible for me and I don't do anymore. Eric is the burpee king. If you want to go see real burpees, go check out Eric LaPointe, his channel. If I said your name correctly, Eric. So adding in these things isn't really anything new to me, but it's new to the community because you guys seen me just kind of come in and start with the basic lifts and stuff again. So I mentioned yesterday that, and I have mentioned it maybe once or twice before, but my goal is to be able to jog a mile again. That don't mean jog a mile every day. That means if I want to jog a mile, I can jog a mile. And if you haven't tried that in the past 5 years or 30 years, you ought to give it a shot. And we're not talking about a 4-minute mile. It could be a 14-minute mile. It don't matter. As long as you're at a jog, that's all that matters. That's all I'm going for. Time for coffee. Yeah, I already had my morning coffee. That's the first thing I do when I wake up. is grab me some coffee. So I have that before I even get on the bus in the morning. Then when I get home, typically I jump on the bike and spin, and then I make my breakfast, and then I chill out on the computer for a little bit, and then I go take a nap, wake up. I may or may not have literally a bite to eat for lunch or nothing at all. And then I do my afternoon bus route, come home, and within a few minutes I'll start doing my workout. So it's kind of my daily routine there. And then I edit videos and eat my supper, and then I'll play a video game here and there, and screw around on the computer a little bit. And that's pretty much my daily routine. Got to mix in a little bit of housework with that, doing the laundry, taking the garbage out, getting the dishes done, little things like that. So, John, I hope you're staying on top of that yard, because that yard's gonna grow quick. You need a small tractor with a little mower blade or something on it, or something. I mean, you probably don't mow a huge piece of land, but you got enough that you got to stay on top of that, it looks like, or it'll grow up pretty quick. The house we were in that we sold had an amazing yard, a flat yard, beautiful flat piece of property, beautiful triangular shaped, amazing piece of property. The grass was so amazing and thick, people thought it was fake. So we moved from that to this, which has a flooded yard with horrible grass and bare spots and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, kind of a big difference. It's not quite as home and gardeny, we'll say. Not quite as lush and pretty. You mow about 3 acres. Yeah, you need to get you a couple little tractors. You and your son, and you could be out there double teaming it and be the father-son duo out there on your tractors. Racing around, doing crazy stuff. How many acres do you have out there? Because I think you got a little bit more than 3 acres, if I'm not mistaken. You're on the mower right now, Eric? Yeah, we got a guy works with my wife, and he comes out and mows our yard. And like I said, it's just a small corner lot. It's nothing major, and he just comes out and mows it really cheap. And 14 acres? Yeah, that's pretty good. I guess, do you, do you let people farm on it? Is that what I see around your house and that? Were you letting people farm on it and do stuff? Or is that kind of how that works? I know some people, when they buy, like, big pieces of land, you know, I guess they kind of do stuff like that or something. I don't know. Sometimes they do things like that. 7 acres are farmed. Okay. That's pretty good. Now, do you get any money from that, or is it just kind of a thing that you get to write off? It's kind of easier on taxes or something like that? How's that work? You don't have to go into too much detail, of course, because that'll take you forever to type out. Just kind of curious of how some of that works. I'll check back in just a second. Oh, we got 6 minutes and 45 seconds left. Whew. I needed that. So guys, also not just my normal breakfast that you see me eat, but I also eat mandarin oranges every day. I also eat a banana every day, and try to get a couple of them kind of fruits in me every single day. I've always got them sitting on my desk, and I recommend doing that for everyone out there. Sit those kind of things beside your recliners, your couches, your desks, whatever it is that you're sitting at. Set some of those things around, and that way you'll grab those instead of going for chips and crackers and cookies and cakes and ice creams, all the really, really good stuff. Yeah, we don't want to eat all that stuff. Try to limit those things. What's up, Tuck? How you doing? Oh, you can't say? Okay. How you doing, Tuck? Glad you popped in. We got 5 minutes and 20 seconds left. Just kind of a live stream out of nowhere. Just thought, what the heck, might as well do one. Why not? So, of course, I spin on the bike every day, 30 minutes, and just to get me a little bit of no impact cardio. We got no impact like cycling, pretty much swimming. Then you got low impact like walking. And then you got heavy impact like your joggings and your sprints and running around. So I like to do a no impact. And then at least a couple times a week, I'm trying to get in my walks. Used to walk every day, but since we moved to this house, it's been just kind of sporadic and slow, but I am getting better. I'll probably never walk 7 days a week again, but if I can get in at least 2 walks a week, I feel pretty good. I'm all right. New exercise routine is going good. All right, that's good. Awesome news. Awesome news. See, it's when you feel good about your workout routine that always makes it more enjoyable to do, and mixing things up and trying new things and exploring, because there's like a gazillion things that we can do, and not just like things that you might consider fitness, but we can also go and shoot some basketball, go hit the tennis ball around, or throw the football back and forth with somebody, or just stuff like that you can do as well. So mixing things up is always good. So I'm happy I did this live stream. I'm glad to connect with some of you. A lot of you in here are pretty much my normals, and I appreciate that. And hope you're good with how the channel's going and kind of the new things that I'm trying to incorporate and all that good stuff. And today, Hump Day, is normally deadlift day, but I've changed that over. I think last week I did some back, so like some bent rows. So we're going to follow that trend today, and we're going to do more back. We're going to do some barbell bent rows, and we're going to do some heavy barbell shrugs. And that's going to be my workout for this Hump Day. Just kind of giving myself a break from doing maybe 1 or 2 of the traditional lifts here and there, and adding something different in. And like I mentioned before, bent barbell rows and deadlifts are very similar anyways, so I'm not straying too far. And even doing shrugs kind of works along the lines of the same general, overall body and core strength and all that kind of stuff. So there's a lot of similarities between those movements. So mixing those together, I feel, is pretty good. Just my humble opinion. So we got 1 minute and 45 seconds left, guys. And we done pretty good here. Doing something like this is a little bit more entertaining than me just watching a program sometimes and spinning. I don't do this very often, live stream while I'm cycling. But the few times that I have, it can be a little more fun, a little more entertaining, and you get to engage with the community. Even even if it's just a couple of people that pop in, that's pretty good. So it's all good. And if everybody don't know Eric, go check out his channel. He is a tree farmer, Christmas tree farmer, and he does insane burpees. Go check out John over at McBean Scottish Fitness. He's an older fella like myself, and he's strong, and he gets out and he does stuff, and he lifts weights, and he walks and talks and all that good stuff. Good guy. And go check out his channel. And Tuck, same thing. I think I've subscribed to you, Tuck. I can't remember because every day moves right along. But if I haven't subscribed to you, Tuck, I will. But I thought that I have. And I had another guy that's popped in, Chili for RBX. Chili for RBX. He's a newer subscriber. I haven't really checked out his channel yet. Sheiky Baby, go check out Sheiky. He's awesome. He does a lot of the burpees and push-ups and headstands and all kind of crazy stuff. So, 80. Oh, okay, Tuck. Well, maybe that's it. Maybe I did. Maybe I checked out your channel, and because it seems like I've checked out channels where they didn't really have anything. But holy cow. Anyway, well, that's 30 minutes, guys. And nice and winded. I kept it at a decent RPM as well. And got a nice little sheen going on here. Nice little sweat sheen going on. So I appreciate everybody popping in here. And I hope you all have a wonderful day. And try to do something good and healthy for yourself inside and out. You know how I say it. Little something healthy for yourself inside and out. Check out everybody's channel if you want to, and I think I got some pretty good people, and I always appreciate y'all popping in. And so I'm going to finish this little live stream here so I can go make me my breakfast and chill out for a little bit, and then go take my old man nap. So guys, appreciate everybody. Like, share, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff if you want to the Body Beatdown. That's me, Michael, your sensational host on this fantastic hump day. And don't forget, guys, get up, get out, get rad, do it to it, and we'll see you next time on the Body Beatdown. Now I'm going to randomly and awkwardly have to go shut the live stream down. So here we go. See y'all later. See y'all. Have a great day. Appreciate you.